Good morning, guys. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm just getting my day started. And if you all remember my grocery haul, I had showed that I bought this pre-seasoned pork roast, and a lot of you wanted to see how I actually fix it or how I cook it, and I thought for today's Sunday Simple Supper I would do this. It's very, very simple how I put this together, and it's very delicious, and I'm going to show you how I what I put in it and how I layer it in my crock pot, because obviously that is the most simple way to cook this. And then once I'm done doing that, I'll show you what it looks like at dinner time. So the first thing I have is obviously this here Hormel brand pork roast. It's a pre-seasoned pork roast. I really like these because I feel like they are very, very tasty because of the seasoning in them. I've made them several times. I have broken them apart and made barbecue sandwiches out of them. But tonight I'm just going to serve it with vegetables, and I think it'll be, and some fresh bread. I think it'll be delicious. So I have my pork roast. I then have some carrots that I'm going to peel and cut up, and depending on how many people you're going to serve will determine on how many vegetables you want to put in your crock pot, because this obviously is not a ginormous piece of meat. So if you have a lot of people, you may need to buy a bigger one, or maybe even two, but one of these will serve my family 2 meals. So that's just a little, kind of a heads up there on who you're preparing for. So I've got to peel my carrots, and I'm going to chop those up just into rounds, thick rounds. I've got a half onion left over from dinner last night, and I'm just going to dice that up just to add a little onion to this. And then I have my potatoes. Now, you can definitely peel your potatoes. I never do. I just wash my potatoes very, very thoroughly, and then I slice them. Not too thick, but not too thin, because this is going to cook all day, and you want it to be able to not get mushy. And then I'm going to spray my crock pot with just a little bit of cooking oil or spray, just to make sure that nothing sticks. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my carrots and go ahead and cut those up. I'm going to dice my onion, and I'm going to slice up my potatoes, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I layer this in my crock pot. Okay, let's get this layered into the crock pot. So the first thing I do is I generously just spray, just to make sure the potatoes don't stick to the sides or whatever of the crock pot. And you can certainly use a little bit of olive oil instead if you don't want to use spray. And then what I do is I start with just a little bit of onion in the bottom. And then I start putting my potatoes in, and I just layer those on the bottom. And then I put a few carrots in there, and then some more potato. And a little bit more onion. And I cut up about 12, probably considerably small, I would say small to medium potatoes. We are a potato family, so if you like potatoes, the more the merrier in this. So getting this all in here. And I like to try to lay my potatoes flat, because you have to have room for your pork roast on top. Get those carrots. Now at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and put my pork roast in, because if I can always use these potatoes that I have over here. So if I cut too many, I can just steam these for lunch or whatever. But I don't want to fill this up where I can't get my my pork in. So I'm going to get a knife and open my pork roast. Go. All right, got my pork roast, and I like to put the drippings on the top from the pork roast, because those are all seasoning that is in the package. I need to wash my hands now. I'm gonna wipe my counter off where I just dripped. There we go. All right. Now, whatever is remaining, I just try to fit in around the pork roast. I want to make sure I get all these carrots in, because my kids love the carrots the best. I think it's all gonna fit. I think I made just a time or two. Now, the only thing left to do is I put about a half a cup of water into my bowl where I just had my onion, and I just kind of put it around on top of the potatoes. Just a wee little bit. And I just pour that in around, just to put a little bit of liquid in there with them. And then I'm going to pop this into my crock pot, which is plugged up behind me, and I'm just going to put it on low for about 6 to 8 hours, depending on how long it takes. We are planning to eat dinner about 6 o'clock tonight, so yeah, that is about it. So I will come back and show you what the finished product looks like whenever it is done. Hi guys, it is about 3:30 I think, and I just wanted to quickly show you what the pork roast looks like. Obviously a lot of steam. And what I do is like the last couple hours, like 2 hours before it's done, I put a little bit of this Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on top. This is my favorite barbecue sauce in the entire universe. So I just, just squeeze a little bit on top, and then right before, like 20 minutes before we eat, I'll do it again, and that way it has a good barbecue flavor. My son loves this here. I don't even know anything that he wouldn't eat it on, but it is very, very yummy. I love it. You can buy these bottles pretty cheap at your grocery store, but you can get 2 ginormous bottles at Costco, and it is a super deal. I know in the summertime when we do a lot of grilling and eating a lot more grilled items, I tend to use a lot of this up, because my son will just, dip chicken nuggets in it, or even if I make chicken drumsticks, he'll still dip his drumsticks in this sauce. He loves it. And I'll say this, whenever he was going through cancer treatments, he loved spicy barbecue flavor. It tasted really good to him, because whenever you have like a pick line or a port, and you always have like a saline that you have to put through that, it leaves a really bad taste in your mouth, and things just do not taste good. I had a hard time, with food with him, but we did learn things that he did like, and there probably wasn't anything he didn't put this barbecue sauce on. So this is a big love at our house. So anyways, I just want to check in real quick and show you what this looks like, and when we plate it up this evening, I will show you how it came out. Okay, this is our pork roast and how it came out, and we're about to eat. And there is our potatoes.